Well, good morning, guys. It's Sean here with Talk Up TV, back with another quick video, really. And I'm actually out here in the BYD Atto 3. So I'm out with that this morning. And yeah, I just wanted to go over a couple of things. I've obviously been playing around with this calm radio now for a little bit. I've got a video up on the channel, so I'll leave a link somewhere in the description for you to go and view that one. If you've not, I think in Australia, they've only just got this app, actually. I just saw a recent video about it, whether that's a recent thing or what, but it seems to be like they've just recently got this. But we've had it for a little while here in the UK, at least. And it's not a bad app. Obviously got no adverts. You can select the different types of things you like, whether it be love songs, smooth jazz. I mean, you can go and watch the video of my breakdown of all of this. But obviously you've got everything 70s and 80s, jazz, rock. So you've got kind of everything that you would possibly want. But also with this, I'll have to be careful, make sure I've got no volume up here because I'll get a copyright strike if I do. But if we just say go on jazz for a minute, it's going to do it. You get these lovely backgrounds that come up, which are really, really nice, actually. And if you go back to from this point here, I think it is. Just have a look at that. Come straight out of it there. But yeah, you've got all of these here, and which is actually pretty good. And what I wanted to show you actually was that in the app you can actually change these backgrounds. Now, why can't I see that part of it? That's kind of a bit interesting. Maybe I've got to go to the installed part of that. So actually go into the app from here. Let's have a look. See, we're learning together here because I've just been going in and out of it, no problem. But anyway, so BYD Store. That opens it up. In BYD Store now, we've got manual, we've got the calm radio, we've got Stingray, we've got the browser, we've got YouTube, we've got Amazon Music, we've got Zoom. I don't know why you'd really need that, but you've got Zoom anyway. And you've got Arcade, which is games and stuff like that. So it's coming along, definitely coming along. So we open that, and it brings me back to here again. What I wanted to do actually was to show you how you can change these backgrounds, which is quite good. I think it might be from here, actually. So you can change all these backgrounds to different things and all the rest of it, which if you've been using the app for a while, you might have already noticed, to be fair. But let's go for this scene here as an example. So you've got this nice background here with all of this going on. But one thing you can do, you don't even have to actually play the music on here. You can actually still maybe go to so if you don't really like all that's going on there, you can actually go over to the normal thing. Say you want to go to Spotify, okay? So you want to have some Spotify music on. You can do that. You can put your Spotify music on, but you can come back to calm radio, and that'll still be playing. I might have to do a quick demonstration to show you, otherwise you won't believe me. So yeah, so you've got the music playing from Spotify, okay, but you've got this scene up here. Now the great thing about this is that you can be driving along and you've got this nice scenery. If you don't find these kinds of things distracting, that is, but you've got a nice sort of wallpaper while you're going along. So I just thought I'd share that one with you guys because it's quite a nice touch. And I think you just touch it if you want to come, sort of back out of it in that regard, then you can go there. You can also go back and choose from here a different setting if you want. There's quite a few in here as well. You've got some Christmas ones if it's a Christmas time. This is quite a nice one with this sort of forest scene, you see. So you've got all of this here, and that's quite a nice little feature, actually, to have that those backgrounds going on there. So I just thought I'd share that with you. But that's not to take anything away as such from the Calm Radio app, which actually is pretty good because you've got a genres for most people anyway. Since I'm here, I might as well just go through some of this. I don't want to overly repeat myself, but you can just go over just what it does. You've got audio books, really great for the kids. So You know, if you've got young kids or something, you could have these audio things going on, which would be quite nice. You've also got podcasts. So you've got a selection of podcasts over here. It's got a search button, so I don't know whether you can search for something. If there's something that you're thinking about, whether you could actually, find it. I don't know. That's an interesting part of it as well. It has got a search button though. So if we just go back a second. Okay. All right. So how do we go back then? From this particular page. Type in search. So let's just type in, I don't know. Let's just type in Elton John as an example. Let's just see if anything comes up. If it's in the no results found. So I don't think it's quite as intuitive as I thought. I thought perhaps it might be able to actually select, the different things, but obviously not. But you've got your different genres there and all that kind of thing, which is pretty good. So no issues there. You've got easy listening here, which is acoustic, all that sort of stuff, jazz, country. It's quite good, really. It's got a lot of different. When you start delving into it, it's actually got quite a lot on it. A lot of Christmas stuff when that season comes around as well. So it's worth it. And the great thing about it is the sound quality is really good because it's sort of built into this system here now. So that's good about it. But the other thing that I really like about it is there's no adverts or anything like that. There's just purely the the music plays, the song finishes, and the next one comes on. A little bit like you would have with a Spotify or something like that, really. But of course, depending on what packages you got for half of this stuff, you got adverts running all the time. So which is kind of a bit annoying in one sense. But yeah, so that is that really, guys. So I just wanted to quickly just show you that sort of wallpaper feature that you can have when you're driving along, and it's quite nice actually. I don't find it distracting. If you're a very easily distracted person, then obviously you have to think a little bit about. Let me just put my pin in. You obviously would just obviously don't use it, but if you're the kind of person like me, I know in quite a few cars it's quite a regular thing now where you've got these kind of like wallpaper screensavers on the screens, but there's built-in backgrounds, but not an actual wallpaper screen like that. So it's quite nice to use the Calm radio in that way, even if you don't like actually listening to the Calm radio. This, to just quickly go over this, has not improved at all in the recent update. It's still very, very unintuitive. We've got some major roadworks in Gloucester at the moment, and it doesn't even pick up half of the roadworks, the first point, and two, it doesn't even divert you, because I know the area, I know there's ways of going around that. This system can't even predict that, so it just heads you on straight on in to all the roadworks and everything like that. So it hasn't got that intuitiveness to when you get close to it, it'll say roadworks ahead, but I mean whereas on the Skoda, it will actually take you around major roadworks. It will say there's roadworks, found a quicker way, would you like to navigate to that? So you can actually go around a lot of these heavy roadworks. At the moment it's mad in my area for roadworks. I don't know what it's like in your area, but it's just insane. And so it's been terrible, really. So this still for me is pretty much unusable. I would go to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and most people will be doing that anyway. The only reason I like to use these systems, if they're good enough, is because they navigate well, because they can obviously communicate with the battery management system and everything, and give you some better road what's the word I'm looking for? It's better for going on longer road trips if you can use your own built-in system, because everything's built in together, so we can tell you when to come into chargers and navigate you and and obviously give you charges that you need to go stop off at, and reaching at a certain percentage, and they can usually be roughly quite right in a lot of cars now. But this one, I'm not too sure, because if it won't do the stuff I do know, which is obviously my area, if it won't take me around everything here, what's it going to be like in areas where I don't know? I wouldn't even know probably. So it's not a system I would personally trust. But please do let me know in the comments down below, in the comments down below, if you yourself find this is a good system. Please let me know, you know, because if maybe I'm doing something wrong. So if you find this is a good system and you can use it, and you can navigate to chargers, and you can do road trips with it, please do let me know, and I will promise you I will do a video on that, because I don't want to be misleading people. I'm just going by my own personal experience, and that is that this system is just not up to it. You know, it really isn't. So that would be my point about that. But I've digressed a bit. I'm going into all other stuff now. It was just quickly to really show you that, really, guys. So like I say, you can obviously have Calm Radio on with those backgrounds that we showed you there. So you just click on something, anything you'd like. Let's just go for that one. And then you can come down here, excuse me, and choose your wallpapers. So if you want a Christmas wallpaper, even if you love Christmas that much, you can do that. Now that would be off-putting to me as a driver with that flashing away at the background. Probably would be too off-putting for me. But yeah, so you can just go in and you can select your wallpapers, and you know, and it's quite interesting, you know, and they're quite, look at that, you know, it's quite nice. It's a really nice feature. So, and of course, you can still play you can go to Android Auto, put your Spotify on, or your radio, whatever it is you're listening to, podcast or whatever you got on. So even if you're not using the Calm Radio, you can still use this facility, because when you come into this, unless you press play here, it won't actually stop playing what else you're playing, if you know what I mean. So you can still select a wallpaper, and then carrying on your way listening to it that way. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, as it's something I've come across, and you probably worked out for yourself really, but I just thought I'd do a quick video for those that don't know about that. Look at that, even the smoke's coming out the chimney there. It's really quite good, actually, I think. So I'm sort of very easily interested, very easily impressed, let's put it that way. So anyway, so that's it for this one then, guys. Just a quick update on that. And I went off into the maps. Not getting great efficiency. It actually shows 20.4 kilowatt hours per 100 miles, which actually is not too bad. But I've had to drive a little bit to get that down. I'm not noticing that the past 50 miles is very reflective of actually what I'm driving, because I've been doing all town driving. I've done no distance driving this week, and yet I've been seeing 26, 28, 29 as a rough, which is quite high, usage really, and I would be expecting better efficiency than that. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been getting. I'm going to be doing a long road trip, which will probably be in the Skoda, probably at the end of this week, and I'll be away for a few days. So what I will do is, when I'm away for those few days, we will do a efficiency test on we'll probably do a 0 to 100, and then we'll probably go down from 100 to 0 and see what miles we get out of it. We'll do a proper summer efficiency test on the Skoda, and you'll also come along with me on the road trip down to my parents', which is where I'm going, which is about 160 miles from here, I guess. So, which will, obviously, the Skoda can go further than that. It will struggle to do it both ways, I would think. So we'll obviously have to charge. So we'll do a charging test speed as well, and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one, guys. This is just a quick one to really let you know about that feature that there is there on Calm Radio. Well, it's not really a feature, but it's just kind of like a little thing you can do. I just come across it the other day and I thought that'd be interesting. I'll let the guys know. Anyway, see you on the next one, guys, and keep it going. Please do like and subscribe and share the videos as they go out. It does help me an awful lot to get out to a bigger audience. You know, there's an algorithm connected to YouTube, and to get out and get past that, the more likes I get, the more subscriptions I get, the more shares I get, the better it is for me to get noticed on the YouTube algorithm, basically. So I really, really do appreciate it if you would do. And there's around about 30% of the people that come on here that don't like and subscribe, which is fine. They might come on and just think, what's he going on about, you know? And that's fine. But if you do like the videos, or you'd like to see more or understand more, please do like and subscribe, and as I say, share it with others if you can. I'm going to be doing a whole revamp on the memberships, and also I'm going to be changing that whole system, and also the shop where I've got a few little items which I just set up to just get going with it. It's now going to be wholly revamped, and then once I've revamped it, I'm then going to do a hat pull for the name for this car. So it's been a bit of a while, guys, I know, for those that you've named the car. And that's another thing, by the way, if you can name the car, that's the Skoda, not this one. Just go back and have a look at the other videos there, and you'll see the other videos about that. And yeah, so anyway, I'm digressing more and more and more here, as I always do. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys, and you have a great day.